Welcome guys to my 5th video log on my channel on game development. Today I show you the progress I made on the last few days since the last video on my game Mystic Mushrooms. So I was able to implement an high score scene as you see here. So here you can see your score, your name. You can go back to the start menu to play again. So basically I followed the official documentation and I will now show you how it looks like if you want to save the game. So if you're in the game over screen, you see your score, you type in your name, and then if one of those buttons get pressed, so at the moment I have the button for desktop or laptop computer and one for touchscreen. So maybe I will remove the normal texture button because, or at least the button signal, because I guess I will only deploy the game for smartphones. So first of all, if you press the button, you create an empty array which is filled by another array, and then you include the array with your score and text into the first array, and you pass this one to your save method here. So in here you check if you have your file on the system. If yes, we are going to load the file, so we have the previous scores again if something changed, and then I needed to reset the array because it was filled with one element, so it was the score you made in the game you played was duplicated. So I reset the array, and then I go through the array which I loaded and appended every array in the array to the final array. I think it might be possible that it's easier to do it like I did it here, but I was really struggling a lot with the array stuff. First of all, I tried dictionaries like in the documentation, but the problem is I wanted to sort the scores, so the most points should be on the top, sure, like in every high score list. So I needed to work with arrays, so I had to rewrite everything, and then I was using the old methods and stuff, and so I think it could be done a lot easier. So if somebody of you know, just leave it down in the comments below, tell me if you would be able to do it easier and how. So if you have no file, I set the final score to the score I made in this game. Currently this means it's the first game you played. Afterwards I call the save method and I convert the scores to a JSON and save that into my file. Also I set the global high scores to the final score, so if you are now going back, so you're redirected to the start screen as I said. If you're redirected to your high score screen, then you will have the newest high scores. So here they are loaded, so I have the high scores in my global variables. If you have no high scores, I just put in a print for me to debug, and if not, I'm sorting my array so the biggest score number is on top. And afterwards I add every single array in the array to my high score page. I show you, which looks like this. It's an empty, or at least some empty scene except the label and the button, and I have a panel. Inside of the panel I have a scroll container because if it's getting more and more you need to scroll, right? And I have a list. So the list is empty, but the list is getting filled by my list items. So the list items contains the one array, so in the array there's a name and a score, and they are then instanced here. So I instance the list item here, and I get the first value out of it here for the score. The second one, here's the first one, and it's the name, and then I define the size and add the children to this scroll container which I was mentioning before. So all in all, I can show you how it looks like at the moment because I checked it on my mobile phone last. I need to change the folder here, so it's working on my desktop computer again. So start a game. I have no high scores. You can check that. Okay, I should have deleted my high scores. So, but never mind. You see, I have some high scores here. I can play my game. I just make some points for illustration. So now I'm going to die. if I get a red room, it's going a lot faster. One more shroom, 2 more seconds, so perfect, I'm dead. So the UI is not perfectly arranged for desktop, but I was figuring out that when I played it on my mobile phone and I was typing in my name, for example, the keyboard which is popping up is overlapping the start menu, so you don't see it. And since I have a OnePlus 6, you have no back button, you have to swipe, and it's very inconvenient. I think if you're in a game and you expect something to tap on the screen, you will not use the hardware buttons for going back, navigating back, or some swipe gestures. So I think this, even though it looks not that great yet, maybe I will adjust it in the future, it works. So, or it should work. So as you see, it's not working. So now I need to figure out why it's not working. Just try it again. It's very strange because it was working like some seconds ago because I checked it for the video. So never mind, I will let it in here, let it be in the video. So you see I'm really at the start still. Okay, it's very strange, so it's just putting it into the area, the last place, like it should not do it. Okay, I need to check that again. Never mind, it's late guys. I guess in the next video I will just show you how I solved it. My cat is, I think she's hungry. So never mind, I will show you in the next video how I solved it. And the next steps I want to do is I want to try to include some ads. I could make some sense out of the game if somebody's playing it, and then I need to upload it in the App Store. Maybe I also add the donation page for PayPal to remove the ads, but I think this is another difficult point I need to figure out how to do. So thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe, like the video, leave some comments below, and see you next time. Bye bye.